to She Rises from SIDS. My name is Jewel, and thank you so much for coming to my channel. If this is your first time, hello, welcome. Please do subscribe, the button down below, and make sure you click that notification bell so that you never miss a video from me. Okay, so let me get right into the topic. And as you can see from the caption, I am going to be discussing my hair. I'll be talking about my hair in this video. Today actually marks 1 year since I did the big chop. I had really long, beautiful locks, and I decided last year to cut my hair. Now, before I really get into all of that, I want to basically say this. I did not understand why women cut their hair. I didn't understand this big chop phase and fad that was going on. I mean, it happens to every woman, I think, or most women, where they decide to do something very drastic with their appearance, mainly their hair. And I, for one, always said that I would never cut my hair. I would never do it. And the decision to grow locks actually happened when I found out that I was having my firstborn. And that was about 12 years ago. Now keep that number in your mind. 12 years ago, I decided to lock my hair. Well, 12 years last year, right? I decided to lock my hair. And the inspiration behind that came through seeing some beautiful young women, both here locally and even in the United States. In the beauty magazines that I read, I'd see these beautiful locks, these amazing hairstyles. And I said, oh my goodness, I want to rock that. I figured that locks would have been a low maintenance style. All you needed to do was treat your hair, wash your hair, and style, bada bing, bada boom, hydrate and take care of your hair, and that was it. And for me, that was pretty low maintenance. At the time, YouTube was becoming a thing, so there were many beauty gurus. Cheska Locks, for great example. She's actually the person that I saw for the very first time having the lock knots, and that was a hairstyle that I used to rock all the time with my short, like do my hair pretty much short, just to switch up the look or whatnot. And I decided, okay, well, if I don't get to go to the hairdresser, I can style my hair myself, and this will be pretty cool to maintain considering that I would become a new mom. And so my journey started 12 years ago, and the longer my hair grew, I loved it so much. I always had my signature gold locks. There was even one time when my hair was red. Can you believe that? It was actually red. I'll drop a photo in the next slide. But it was red, and then I had brown, but I always had these golden locks. Everybody knew me by my locks. In fact, I changed all of my social media handles to Juju Locks 88. And so that was what I was known as. I did a few modeling gigs, just celebrating natural hair with my hair. So basically, I'm telling you all this to let you know, just so you can kind of follow along with me, that my hair was a big deal. My hair was a part of my identity. And so what changed? What caused me to ultimately do the big chop? Well, as you know, for being a follower of this channel, when my daughter passed away, I wanted to go through a metamorphosis. I wanted to change. I wanted to shed certain things. And the only thing that I can think of at the time was my hair. So I actually wanted to do this from 2017. I wanted to cut my hair. But for some reason, things never aligned. I was too afraid, and it just was not the right time. And so as we're going along life, certain other factors came into play. I went through just the end of my marriage. My marriage ended. And that happened last year. And so I was going through all of these things, all of this trauma. And when you go through anything traumatic in life, and many women who have locks, they will tell you when they are stressed, it shows in their hair. So on top of losing a child, having my family basically be no more, just me and my children, I saw where my hair was becoming brittle. Because I was stressed out, my locks were breaking at the ends. I noticed that my sides were even getting thinner, and just the quality of my locks started to change, all because of the trauma and stress that I was going through at the time. A lot of people, and I really do hate this, say, "You're so strong, you're so strong." And although I appreciate the comment, sometimes you don't want to be strong. You really and honestly do not. But I compared myself to Job, Big Mouth. I compared myself to Job, and I truly believe that God was setting me up for a comeback. And so as I was navigating what life would be as a single woman, as a single mother, I started to change. I started to evolve. I started to grow in the things of God. And as my confidence started to return back, in fact, last year I had lost so much weight. I had lost so much weight. I had all this long hair, trying to hide behind this hair. When people would walk and see me, I am sure they thought that something was going on health-wise, but there was nothing going on. It was just having all of these arrows sent constantly over a period of months. And as I started to grow and heal and release those things, release people, release, I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, it's now time to release these things, this hair on your head. Many people, many African American, Afro-Caribbean women know that when you have locks or when you have natural hair, you're literally going through a journey. That's why they call it the natural hair journey. And so my locks, my hair had journeyed with me through so many key components of my life. And I was so attached to my hair. And I realized by looking at myself in the mirror, I was keeping my hair on my head as a way to not welcome change. How could all of these changes be happening all around me? How could I be changing myself but still holding on to this hair? Sometimes we hold on to things much longer than we should. Sometimes we hold on to things much longer than we should. And God gives us an avenue to let go. I had to learn how to let go. And when I decided to make that appointment to have my hair cut, I remember the barber taking gold scissors. Well, these aren't gold, but some gold scissors. Ready? He says, and he holds up about 5. And after that, you know, there's no returning because your hair would be jacked, right? But he did it to the front. He said, "You ready?" And I said, yes, I was ready. The women who were all around, they were questioning, "What are you doing? Your hair is so pretty, this, that, and third." But I said, I have to do this. I have to cut. I have to release. And when he cut my hair, there was no turning back. And so after the haircut, after seeing my locks just fall and him giving me my hair as he went along and feeling the razor to my scalp, when I looked at myself in the mirror, I finally identified who I had become now that all of the changes had taken place. And I felt this release that just left my body. I cannot explain it, guys. Anyone who has cut their hair, they'll tell you this too. But I felt the release. I felt light. I felt free. And so when my hair was cut, I held my head up high again. I was confident. I was bold. I felt brave. Even though my hair is short, I feel more girlier. I feel that I'm exuding my femininity again. If I fumble that word to that. But I felt those things coming back. I had to learn my hair texture. And I was grateful that I didn't have a where's your bed, thank God. But I had to learn all these things, styling and all that stuff. I had to learn those things. And a friend of mine said to me the very next day when I shared my picture, did you realize that you cut your hair at the end of hurricane season? I was like, what did you say? You cut your hair at the end of hurricane season. Last year, the Bahamas experienced the worst hurricane we have ever experienced since Hurricane Andrew. It completely wiped out Abaco and Freeport. It completely destroyed, massive damage. This was the worst storm that our country had ever seen. And when she said that to me, that you cut your hair at the end of hurricane season, I just felt God in that moment, because truly this was the mark that I needed to know that my storm, whatever internal storm, the fight was not over. The things that I was going through was not over. But to know that that day was marked, that it was the end of hurricane season, I believe that that was not by chance or accident, because I had no idea. I didn't even think in that realm. And the thought came to me a few days later. Something came in my spirit, 12 years a slave. And I laughed because that's the title of the movie, right? 12 years a slave. And then it hit me. I was literally 12 years a slave to so many things. And now the representation, the manifestation of me removing what was on top of my head signified my freedom. And I watched God continue to restore me and work on me. And I feel so grateful, so blessed. I'm being transparent with you guys because this is me. I'm always transparent. I have to be, because I know that there's someone behind this camera who is feeling lost, weighed down, in a situation that they feel like they're claustrophobic. But I'm here to let you know today, November the 30th, 2020, I'm here to let you know that you do not have to resist change. Things may happen around you, death, trauma, breakups, makeups, disasters, hurricanes, whatever it is. Things can happen in your life, but you have an opportunity to decide when you want change to be free. You can be free of the guilt, free of the grief, free of the pain. Find your way to release. I found my way by cutting my hair, and I don't regret it at all. I am so happy that 1 year later, here I am today, able to come back and share with you guys, come back and smile and be my authentic self. God is truly a deliverer. And that's why Jeremiah 29:11 speaks and says, God is speaking and he says that he knows, I know the plans that I have for you. It's plans to prosper you, it's not for evil. Everything that happened is all a part of the plan. That death, whatever it is, thank God for allowing you to walk through it. Because you walk through it, you are here today, someone different. Sometimes pain has to unlock purpose. Sometimes you gotta cut through barriers and chains and fetters just to tap into purpose. And so, happy 1 year chalk for me. And I keep trimming my hair because I like it short. It's cool, but I guess I'll grow it out. But thank you so much for allowing me to share, and share down in the comments below, what steps did you make to help promote your own healing process? I would be so interested to find out from you. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're not subscribed, as I said in the beginning, please do so at the bottom. And I will see you until the next video. And as always, for Darielle, bye.